Hello viewers and a very warm welcome to Walk and Talk. The show has been presented by Joywin Fernandes and I'm Sucoro. Well, in this show we showcase Goa's celebrity. And today we are very much delighted to have a dancing sensation. She's upright, she's bold, she's courageous and she's an activist. Of course, friends, we are very much excited to welcome the one and only Cecille Rodrigues, the DID supermom.
काळजानी घेऊन तुमका आमी भेटली मेकळेपणान मनातले तुमका सांगतली आयज बिंदास उलोयतली.
Hi Cecille, a very warm welcome to Walk and Talk. We are so much delighted to have you up here.
Thank you, Sucoro.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's get it. You've been always that cheerful person. You know, there's so much of energy in you that I find. How your childhood has been?
I think so, being the only child and being an only girl child and my dad giving me so much of a freedom. I've always been like a tomboy, being out and always in circle with boys more and being on ground level playing any sport, being in the dancing field. And I don't know if you know, but we had an all girls dance group when we were in the 8th standard and we used to do stage shows when we were in the 9th standard. So we've got that exposure and we've always had fun doing things together as friends. I mean, I don't have siblings, so for me friends were everything. So coming down on ground level and hanging out with them, I think so that has been the best childhood and happiness that I could say, that has made me who I am today, the happy person and the cheerful person that I am. So even if I have a tear in my eye, you'll never see, you'll always see me happy.
That's really nice actually. You're conquering your sadness with your smile.
Oh yeah, always.
So it is that exuberance that you had actually made you to contest in the DID Supermom. Was it that or what it is?
I think so. The passion for dancing was always there, and I said I will keep it alive whether I get married or I have a child. And before I could conceive, actually I tried for DID. That was season 2 it was, but I didn't get through. I reached right up to the 4th round and I got out. So and I said why not I'll give up now, let's plan for a child. And then I became a mom and I used to always watch DID faithfully, saying that one day my son will go up there, not realizing that there would be an opportunity knocking on my door within in the span of 2.5 years when my son was born, and it was DID Supermom. So I just took this opportunity and I said let's see whether I still have it in me, not realizing whether I'll win a trophy or not, but for the experience, I didn't want any regret in my life. So I said let's take this up and see where I head. That's how it all started off.
I must tell you that as we were watching you on television, we were so excited actually. After you were declared the first runner-up, how long it took you for the feeling to sing of being kind of being there, done that?
Ah my God, those 5 months of hardcore work. Sometimes I would use the word torture because we would be working 18 hours. I had blood clots on my body and I have a metal plate in my back. There was some certain episodes where I wore a belt and I performed. I mean, no one sees the hardship and the stress level, and I had gone very skinny, and the food that we have to eat and the whole scenario. What you all see is glamour, fun, wow,
that
fame.
5 minute of episode kind of, that is what.
Yeah, but the hard work that goes in, getting this done, learning 3 routines within 4 days, the stress level, and sometimes you start 5 in the morning. And you would finish till 1 in the night. So morning half used to be a Saturday episode and then evening half used to be the Sunday episode. That's how we were pressurized. But it should be fun, and because everyone was there, and then Mitunda and the judges, cracking jokes in between. So we would never feel tired. But stress level, oh my God, you asked me to do another reality show, I'd be thank you very much. I'm very happy I did one.
Gosh, I just can't believe that contestants go through such.
Oh my God, lots.
And that 2 months together and then.
Yeah, we had a few mums who got injured on sets because sometimes when you're doing a stunt, you can injure yourself. I know I had, my back got pulled very badly, and for 1.5 days the doctor said I have to do a bed rest, and we have only 4 days for rehearsal. 1.5 day means I've got another 2.5 days for rehearsal. Like I said, nothing doing, put a belt on, rehearsed, performed, and got through the next round. So God's been good. God's been really good, supportive, and reaching out to me when things were not going right on sets.
I've seen this lot of reality show. When like India came up, it was kind of sensation. Like those days watching singers and dancers perform and group dancers performing. Reality shows on TV have been a hype actually.
Very true, very true.
Did it give you an opportunity after winning this? Did you put it at a pedestal somewhere and give you an opportunity?
I think so. Being a very small girl from a very small state like Goa and
Exactly.
getting such a big platform after being a mother, just totally unexpected. I think so. It gave me such a boost in my life, because from a nobody I became a somebody.
True.
And I mean, the love that I got from every Goan, even when I went down to buy bhaji in the Pancham market, someone recognized me.
Yes.
And I didn't know who were watching when I was performing on set, because
Exactly.
I've not even watched one full episode till date.
Oops.
Yeah, I've not even watched, because we were just working hard and performing and delivering, and that's all we were doing. No one, as I said, no one sees the hard work that has gone in, but the fruit that it gives you after you reach that stage, it's tremendous. Like, imagine it's 8 years now, 2013 it was. Now we're in 21. People still remember me even if I wear a mask. Like when I was in GMC, you're the same one on DID Supermarket. I'm like, I'm wearing a mask. How did you? No, people.
I know.
Imagine people had so much of love for me.
Exactly.
That's what.
Well, I remember one of the weddings that I was hosting, and like you came towards the end of the wedding, and if I can recollect, it was almost the last set that was going on, which is kind of an intense moment for the bride and the groom, right? And then you walked into Harmonia, like somewhere around.
Oh yeah.
And then I could imagine that point, how people crashed on you and actually leaving the side.
I
of
know,
the
I
bride and
felt
the
so
groom.
bad, like please be with them, but I mean, that's what I'm telling you, I didn't know how much I was loved till I came back, and it's like, thank you God for making me, I was getting tired on the set, I was getting fed up, I was getting frustrated, I was missing home, I was missing my son, and stress levels were so high, and I'm like, I just want to get done with this show, but every day I'm like, God, it's all in your hands. You want to see me somewhere, just give me the strength, energy, and just put me to the next round. And that's what it was. And because of my hairstyle and the way I was, and with the Latin dancing, I got love not only from Goa but all over the world. Right. People rooting for me. I remember I didn't know a family, and they messaged me on Messenger saying that, thanks to your show, Cecille, I get my daughter organized with her studies, so that if she wants to watch a show, I tell her finish everything and then you can get to watch. So it was like this, someone just rooting to watch and support, and being a young, cool kind of a mom. I was 31 when I went on the reality show, so being that kind of funky hair, shave one side, it worked. It was nothing planned, but it just worked in the flow of life of mine. I don't know, it's just taking a risk in life.
Now, you've been always cheerful, right? And there's so much of energy that you carry. At what point of time did you think that, I need to stand and talk against Jankit going put white gotta? At what point in time you realized that, or when you started doing that, let's raise our voice? What made you? What situation?
I think so, Jenna, when reality shows now, I started realizing, if Goa has given me so much, they voted for me, a platform at Power Park, I said, what I can do now to contribute my time and energy for our Goa. So it was very important that, I said, let me see how I can contribute. Social part is one part of it, but I said, which party or what exactly that I can contribute my energy to, and what I liked was the Kejriwal governance is what they were doing. So that's how I came on ground level just as a volunteer, because a friend of mine said, Sister, why don't you come and come for a meeting? And just like it's not like the normal thing that happens, it's totally different, it's out of the box, and where young talented people right from doctors, engineers, artists are coming together in a platform of a political party. Otherwise you don't see that in any political party. So that was just when I said, let me contribute my time to my Taligaon, go down on ground level. When you look at Taligaon, you say, wow, it's so beautiful, big roads. But when you walk down into the villages and you see the pathetic condition, trust me, this is just outside show. Inside is the main reality that happens, and trust me, it is horrible. It is horrible. And that's how the whole transformation from from a volunteer, then got an opportunity as a candidate. I didn't know anything about politics. I was not a social worker then also. So tears down, elections down, I lost elections. After a 1.5 year break, because of I had to start a cafe. I ran a cafe also, Hugs and Mugs in Mapsa. After that I said, let me do something different. And then I did 2 Konkani dramas. In the second drama I acted as a reporter. That's how that whole thing started in 2019. And the Rasta song came in because I started doing Konkani, singing song. I'm not a singer, I'm a dancer. But I performed a solo song in the drama. I thanked the producer who gave me that opportunity. I said, Cecille, do it. It's okay if you make a mistake. No one's there to judge you, but you will grow so much. I said, okay, let's take an opportunity. I did that, and that's how the Rasta song came into existence. I said, because I used to travel from Taligaon to Benauli every day for 3 weeks for rehearsals. And that time the condition of the roads was so horrible.
Very pathetic.
Horrible. And on my birthday, 15,000, I had to pay for my shock absorbers of my car. That's what I lost it. And I said, that's it, now I'm going to attack the government. And then the whole thing started, the Rasta campaign and painting the speed breakers and everything. I don't know. I tell you, I just go with the flow of life. I don't plan. Nothing is planned. It just happens and it just multiplies into double folds. And I am where I am today.
So it is the role of a reporter that you actually did in a drama. Thuisan tuka a motivation meule that you need to stand against whatever is going wrong. And kiten tori korea goincha khatir. I mean like kitle meula tuka devan tuka kitle dila kitle meula tuka. So let's do something for the Goan. That is what you actually planned. Rosto definitely was something that was very much well appreciated. That you guys singing and Lona's song. I mean the tune of Lona's song. The Mele Utkan Tumi Nasta, that really went viral and did actually.
It was like, it was like a zero investment project. All friends came together. I said, this is my idea. I want to highlight it. And those friends of mine who did the song and who did the video editing and the recording, even they were frustrated. So like, Cecille, we are with you. You tell us what you want, how you want it, and a friend of mine scripted the whole thing. Okay, let's make it fun because it's very hard hitting. I'm telling the photo or toklo core photo. So it was very risky for me to take a big step like this, and I don't think anyone had done that earlier.
True.
And putting it very Fokaran, Kela Munun, viral dala. Almost like 2 lakh views within like 2 hours it got spread. So I was like, thank you God, it's like. And I didn't stop there. And then I said, how can I make a difference? Then I started the t-shirt campaign, the Rasta t-shirt for 1 year. So I wore it for weddings, I wore it for funerals, I wore it to party, I wore it on the road. Every time I stepped outside the house, I wore the Rasta t-shirt which says people deserve better. And on the back side. I mean, there are small things that make a difference, and then doing like painting the speed breakers because I flew two occasions on a speed breaker. And I said, let me do something. And then I started painting them, and then a friend of mine said, why are you painting? Put hashtag Rasta Goa. So, 300 speed breakers in less than 3 months. And to being a woman, sometimes I was alone with another 2 women. And then that's how I started going into different places, and then all the youth joining me wherever I went. So, yay! Women power.
Okay, that gave you a confidence, and then of course you contested the Zilla Panchayat election. What were your learning from that election that you actually contested?
Actually, see, everything happens unexpectedly. Jenna Aam Aadmi Party maka itala Cecille bosta manona I sangle na. I said I want to focus on my art. I'd already enrolled in an art course. So I said, I'll take a break. Let me continue my Rasta campaign because I wanted to do more in it. Like, the lockdown happened and we were already working down on ground level on the same. I said, I want to focus on this. So they said, but Cecille, try. I said, not interested. Then I took a break, and then a lot of other friends started calling me, Cecille, we don't want BJP to win unopposed. Just stand, to give a competition for the opposition. So I said, okay, let me think about it because there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into standing for election. Anyone, you can just tell me stand for election. But when I want to stand, I give my 100% commitment. I don't even leave a second, saying that I'm tired today, let me take a break. No, it's like groundwork, 15 days or 1 month, I will work that hard. So 2 days before filing my, the last day of nomination, I put in an application. Even the Sarpanch came to my doorstep asking me why you need to stand, Cecille? Step down from it. I said, you're the only one who has a vision for Talegaon. Even I do. Maka pasun ek vision ha, kite boreshe kurpa. Lokak decide kurundi. Enka zay zalyar, naka zalyar, I'll go back to my life. I don't have anything to lose. Losing an election is not a loss of mine. I have learned, yes, I have learned so much. It's only getting me stronger. Right from the assembly in 2017 when I got like 1,900 votes to ZP where I got 3,500 votes. I've grown in votes. So I'm not a loser. I'm winning slowly, and politics is like, you can't win overnight.
Absolutely not.
It's a struggle, it's a long battle, and being a single woman, standing on ground level, fighting it not on my father's name or my mother's name,
Absolutely.
on my own.
Yeah, that's
I
what you
don't
created for
have
yourself.
anyone from the political field.
Exactly.
And doing it without money power,
It's impossible.
I'm happy. Even that's why when I lost, I celebrated it because thank you to the 3,000 people who voted for a change.
Absolutely.
I mean, who votes for a change?
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
Exactly. There are a lot of time you stand and you speak against the lawmakers, or rather the government. And if you see the current government that's running around the country and the state also, there are a lot of people who have received threats also. Are you afraid of your life? Kenan birandista kite muluche against government against kite muluche teje pहिले kite chitta tu or it just flow. Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid. Kenna be na. कित्याक एक जीव हा बरें करपाक जाता जाल्यार आमचे हातीन हा आणि वायट करपाक जाता जाल्यार आमचेच हातीन हा. So we have to decide this one life that we have, how we make the best of it. And I told my mom and dad, I said, in this process, if I die, never regret the work I have done, because God has brought me, and I think so. I'm the third child actually. My mom had a miscarriage first. I had a brother before me. After 6 days after he was born, he died. I'm the third child who was born healthy. I told my mom, I said, I'm born for a reason. For me to go on a reality show, there was a reason. And for me to have that courage to go down and fight against the government with the Roster campaign, where no men did it but a woman did it.
Exactly.
And I'm breaking stereotypes. I'm saying anyone can do this. Unless you have the willpower to do it, unless you have the passion to bring the change, unless you have your love for Goa, I mean, nothing can stop me. I drive alone. My friends get scared. They say, don't do this, don't do that. And even during the COVID time when my father was in GMC, I fought every day. And I said, Cecille, they will do something to your father. Things were happening to my dad. That's another story, But I've seen my dad go through, like someone definitely interfered with him. Because I witnessed it, and I brought the ICU down. And where the doctor even told me, I'll get the security if you don't move out from me. I said, you're no one to tell me. I'm here with my father, and I'm here because I'm not being paid to sit here. He's my loved one. For you, it's just a body that you need to be treated. But this is my family. This is my father who raised me up to where I am today. And I'm going to fight till his last breath, whatever it has to, and fight for the rest of the people around. We need good governance. We need good healthcare system. And seeing the present scenario, that's why I get angry. If you see me, I'm a very happy person.
Exactly, that's what I started off with saying, and that's what I know.
This, I have to switch from a happy person to an angry person because it frustrates, yeah. I mean, if I wanted, I could have moved out and had a better life. Like all my friends are abroad, and and it hurts that we struggle so much. We have such a beautiful state. Everything is like from green. We have the beach, we have the sea, we have the fields, but it's getting destroyed in the name of
Development.
There's no sustainable development. Nothing in tune to think about. Kon chitna person amche nature.
Exactly.
It's there today. It's gone tomorrow. Once you put concrete on it, and it's horrible, horrible. I don't know how to express to you, but it's my fight, and I'm not scared of anyone. I'm not scared.
Hats off to you. Hats off, and God bless you. Now, currently, you have an affiliation with AAP. I mean, you're looking forward to contest the next assembly election.
Right now, I'm an Aam Aadmi Party Talegaon leader, and soon the candidature will be announced. So if they're happy with my hard work and if given an opportunity, yes, I will.
Okay, so you've already started kind of like, if not, I would say conversing, but then you've already started going out and meeting people. You've already done that.
Definitely, because we just have 6 months more for elections. So working on ground level, and trust me, we're fighting with big money, power people, and reaching down on ground level, explaining to people what can good governance get them. Because all the present MLAs are there to give money and buy.
Absolutely, this is what has been happening.
People don't benefit. People don't realize, Baba, 5,000 nite 5,000 puro. We need good governance. We need, when we pay our tax, we need something back. Like how when people go abroad, they get facilities of school, medical, infrastructure, sports. What is here? Ami dita kain
Potong kaya meron na amka from the taxes that we pay.
beggars. We are only giving. We are like beggars. At least beg we get something. We are begging. You're not getting
Getting anything, and that too, like when we pay taxes from our money, own money itself, we have paid nothing out of it. Like we don't receive
from
it.
the central to the state level, they will just squeeze the middleman and the poor man. We are not benefited at all. The rich are on their own doing their thing. But we as common people, we need the people. People think that why I have to take my father to GMC? Does anyone know what my bank account is? Does anyone know whether if I put in 12 lakhs and 15 lakhs, will I have proper finances? I'll have to take a loan to clear my father just to please people and show them I come from a big family. Should I suffer at the end of it? I deserve better. If I deserve better, I want people around me to deserve better. And that's why our Goa medical facility, our infrastructure of our schools, right from sports, you see our stadiums are in such bad condition, the toilets are in a horrible condition, and we as women, we know how we suffer every day.
Exactly.
And seeing the whole medical facility, it's horrible.
It's really horrible. Yes, if you go there, you know what it is actually. Now being part of the AAP and of course looking forward to contest from Taligaon constituency, what is your vision? What do you have in mind? Like, and when I'm talking about development or probably something for your constituency, like what do you have in your mind?
I think so. Firstly, the agenda that is going to be set by Aam Aadmi Party is going to be fantastic, not only for Taligaon but all over Goa. Because what is our infrastructure and development? It's people's development.
Correct.
People should grow.
Exactly.
But we are not growing.
Yeah.
If there's dirt, people are made to live in dirt.
Absolutely.
And more dirt.
Yes.
No one is thinking about the betterment. If you want your child to be educated, you'll make sure you put them into private school. Why can't our government school be so good? Why can't every child be educated to the level of they can think with an open mind, saying that I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Not fearing how much budget they have.
Exactly.
If education can come free with a price, imagine all us Goans where we will reach. And it is sad that we have to send children abroad. Today we don't even have a proper sports university here. I was a sports person in college. I was not much of a studious person. I was a creative person. But today we don't have a dance university. We don't have a sports university. We don't have a theatre university.
Something like a performing arts school that we don't. We are lacking that.
Creative and intelligent. Everyone has a genius in them. But we are just pressurized at you got to study, you got to do your math, science. But we are not made for that.
We are not made. Some are not made for that.
Everyone is different.
Absolutely.
And the creativity is dead in our education system.
Exactly.
That's why I told you, my son is doing like in a homeschooling center where I'm exploring right from carpentry to farming to gardening to stitching to doing the music, doing dance. I make him dance with me. Some of our videos are there. We are playing music together. I believe life is all about an experience.
And exploring what God has
exploring and making you self-made. By the time you're 15, you can cook, you can do things.
Absolutely, and you don't have to rely.
I've been grown up. I couldn't do anything. After I got married, I learned to cook. I mean, I was like a total tomboy, so I was out of the time, out of the house most of the time. But this is how I want my son to, have a full package.
Absolutely.
And at the age of 15, he'll answer an open exam.
Okay.
No stress of studies. Enjoy your childhood. Explore.
Explore it.
Jump from a 2 feet height into the water.
Yes.
Yes. Not in the swimming pool.
Yes.
But
somewhere where you go in a river or something.
This is how we explore, and we have one parent who will always check it out how deep it is first, before the children jump in. And going into the forest, going into the jungles, understanding why are we saving mole, taking them down to the side, showing them the thousands of trees that are cut, making them feel the heat of the earth, that when you cut, this is the blood. When you see red, this is all green, right? But when you cut it down and you remove everything out, it's all red down. So that's how our earth is bleeding and our Goa is bleeding right now. So showing them the fact, taking him for protest, making him see that when we are separated, how how we are treated.
Yeah.
Sometimes my son said, Mama, stop all this. I said, no, son. It is for you to get a better life. Because I had when I was growing. And I'm sad that at 10, you are not getting that. And I'm fighting not only for you, but for all the children around. So it's a constant fight. And I'm praying and I'm hoping that people will think of an honest governance and give an opportunity to youngsters like her. They say, oh, you're from the entertainment, you should be doing that. Why such a narrow mindset? Why are you not thinking, why can't a person from the entertainment industry grow?
These days, like AAP has been promising some things to the Goan, and they speak about free electricity. Well, I really don't know if it is only free electricity for votes. Kai anigide me hotel going karan kai ijerus cover hotel just the way like when BJP came into power they promised us a lot of things and like kinds na magit option kide hotel going karan.
I think so. Aam Aadmi Party already proved kela Delhi sarkaran. Tinga 200 units free me hota and 200 to 400 units 50% off. So Goenkaran jena ami tax pay kota, amka kite benefit dapak jai. So it's not about like free, like how people are saying we don't want free.
Yes.
You don't want free, but 87% of people want free. When we go down on ground level, we ask people's electricity bill, and everyone is less than 300. I get less than 300 units because I don't have an AC at home. So you can imagine if I can save 500 to 600 rupees every month, multiply it into 12 for a year, and then multiply it into 5 years of governance. How much are you going to save? It's almost around 40,000 more or less that you're going to save in month. I'm talking only on electricity bills. But there's so much more that they've been given in Delhi, like good education facility for children.
Schools have been fantastic.
Have you seen any government school with a swimming pool and with a stadium?
I don't think so in Goa.
This is what they are giving in Delhi. They want children to get the best facility. On top of that, the medical facility is to die for. I know because I have personally, my father died in GMC because of COVID-19. And many of the Goans watched how I cried and pleaded and fought every day. Even during the cyclone time, inside ICU there was water. And I have done all documentation. So I'm just not talking. I have faced that, and I made everyone watch us sit down and you're telling a taxpayer that you have to sleep on the floor? Is that right? And that nurse also felt so sadly, said, sorry Cecille, but we don't have space. The only space is the floor. And I just looked at my parents and I said, Papa, this is what it is. And Dad said, I don't want to sleep on the floor. We'll go home. So this is how the taxpayers are being treated. Cheated. And the facility given. Horrible toilets, dirty toilets, mirrors are gone, wall is like, in a damn condition. You're sick, you'll get more sick with all this facility.
Exactly.
Family members are not treated right. You're told you can't plug here, you can't get hot water here. But promotion is given all at home. Take care of COVID, do have hot water, do steaming. But when you are assisting your family in the hospital, what are you giving for the caretakers like us?
Very much. Never thought of things like that. Yeah, exactly.
No screens, no bed pens. I mean, is it so difficult to you to provide a bed pen for each and every bed that you have to borrow someone else's? So this is how our infrastructure is, and we need better quality of life. You think medical can't be one of the best? People from all over can't come. We can have so many centers all over, and if anyone coming from outside and benefiting this, the government, government can also earn money, right from dental to any cancer. All of us are going. Even when Mr. Parikar died, he went to the US. Why? Why can't we give this benefit here?
It's because the governance cannot. There is so much of money that is actually sanctioned in every budget, but that doesn't reach out.
Doesn't reach out. What is given for women? Today we see rape cases happening every day, like in 1 week, 3 rape cases.
Yeah.
And if you go for a protest, there'll be thousands of police. But
ready to lift you up and put you in their van.
Seen that, right? And then to do just patrolling on the beach, you have thousands of boys and girls who come out, but the girls will be a target. Why she's being sent out? Parents should be blamed. You can't target one person because today infants, senior citizens, women, even who are wearing full clothes are still raped because you can just tear a material off and do what you
That's all in the mind of the guy who wants to commit the crime actually.
I'm saying there is no governance which has the willpower to do good for the people.
Very true.
Everywhere we are suffering, right from land to us women to the infrastructure. They will destroy, and on the beach they will put a cement kind of a platform. They are breaking down hills. They are filling up fields for, in the name of
construction and development.
But you don't have your infrastructure in place.
Exactly.
So what is the use of construction?
Exactly.
You don't do filling of low-lying fields. These are our, sorry to say, these are our idiots who are elected who are unqualified. Most of them are unqualified. Just because they have financial support and they buy people's vote, today Goa is in a horrible state. And people who don't vote for a change, this is why
will
it's
receive this. It is not only this, like what they are actually witnessing, but of course we also see the climate working. Reacting very differently on the earth, rather in India. You see so many places getting flooded. You see landslides happening, mountains just running down. That like
Even the flooding was a man-made flooding.
it's a man-made flooding.
Man-made. If you've been to Valpo and you've seen the level that flooding has taken to,
Yes.
you'll be shocked that this cannot happen just normal.
Exactly.
If two dams just get opened up at simultaneous time,
Absolutely.
what's going to be happening? We went down to Valpo. It was horrible. It was horrible to see. And we witnessed three disasters. One is COVID, which was already hitting us. Then we had the cyclone, and then we had the flooding. Goa has never been targeted so much. Even St. Francis Xavier is frustrated with what's happening, and needs to protect us.
Yes.
And right now there is development happening in old Goa. Like even our heritage sites are not happening. There's another issue which I'm going to be bringing up soon, which is happening in Talinga. I'm not going to say it right now, but it's happening over there. So it is constantly like, why?
All distractions in the name of development actually, and it is all about pocketing.
Money.
It's all about pocketing.
Like I am there for 5 years, let me make 100 crores. If I spend 10 crores, let me make 100 crores, and my 3 generations down the line is sorted out. And still grab more. Mr. Monserrat, I'll take his name openly. He's a man who will grab land. He has not even built one hospital for people over here. And it's a sad situation. And he clearly said, so many of my friends died. Why? If you have hotels and if you have a school, why couldn't you provide a hospital? In the last 20 years of having the Monserrat family title as the governance in Taligaon, 10 years him and 10 years his wife. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Okay, Cecille, you have almost planned to contest election from here onwards, like next 10 years. What do you see about yourself, or like where you want to be in the next 10 years?
Sangla, I don't plan.
You don't plan.
I go with the flow of life.
Okay.
If people elect me, then there will be a change. If people don't elect me, my life will continue, my activism will continue, and I will always be the happy person I am, because I don't have regrets. I gave my best for my Goa. I'm giving my time, I'm sacrificing my energy. I'm even getting wounds on my body sometimes when I do work on ground level. Infection, cleaning, this, that, something or the other keeps happening. Life goes on. You don't regret in life, but you give your hand. We say you're the true Goikar, no?
Yeah.
It is how much you're ready to fight for your Goa.
Okay.
And I'm giving it my 100%. I'm this daughter of the soil and I will give it my best. That's up to the people.
You just live once.
Of course.
And when you live
And
once,
make the best of it.
out of it actually. Cecille, thank you so much for being part of the show Walk and Talk. This is a small token of love. आमची टीम वॉक अँड टॉक आसा ताच्या कडल्यान तुका हो धाकटो सो भेट आमची. We wish you all the very best in your endeavor. But I also like to tell our viewers that I know you all are frustrated indeed. You know the type of governance that we have and what you're going through. So if you want to see the change, then you need to be a change. And if you want to be a change, then you need to think wisely and vote when the next assembly elections are coming up, and they're coming up very soon indeed. Very soon indeed actually. Thank you very much again. Viewers, thank you so much for watching this episode. We'll be definitely back with another one. Till then, Mogaso. Bye-bye.
Da